Good evening, and welcome to Daily Top Bulletin, bringing you the top 10 current affairs headlines in the most simple, clear, and exam-focused format for UPSC and competitive exams. Every headline is carefully selected to keep your preparation ahead of the competition. Let's begin with today's top 10 news.
Top 10 current affairs headlines. India. One Home Ministry launches VINIMAY Land Port Management System. What happened? Union Home Minister Amit Shah launched the Land Port Management System, LPMS, named VINIMAY, to transform cross-border trade, travel logistics, and security at India's land ports. Key facts to remember. Objective: designed under the Smart Borders initiative to modernize border management, digitize 90% of cross-border paperwork, and reduce truck waiting times by 40% to 60%. Technology integration. Features a single electronic window and automatic number plate recognition AMPR-based gate operation. Strategic shift. Transitions India's land port operations from a purely security-centric approach to a multifaceted hub, facilitating legitimate trade and regional people-to-people connectivity. 2. RBI introduces twin USD-INR Forex swap facility to stabilize capital inflows. What happened? The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, launched two special USD Rupee Forex swap facilities to boost foreign currency inflows, strengthen Forex reserves, and ease rupee depreciation pressure caused by the global 3FS challenge: fertilizer, fuel, finance. Key facts to remember. Target mechanism: tailored specifically for external commercial borrowings, ECBs, with an average maturity of 3 years and above. Regulatory incentives. To encourage mobilization, the RBI has exempted these specific foreign currency deposits from cash reserve ratio, CRR, and statutory liquidity ratio, SLR, mandates. Underlying trend. The move addresses a drop in FCNR, B, deposits as non-resident Indians NRIs have increasingly shifted toward rupee-denominated NRE and NRO deposit accounts. 3. Commerce Ministry launches BHAVYA portal for world-class industrial parks. What happened? Union Minister Piyush Goyal launched the BHAVYA portal to operationalize the Bharat Audyogik Vikas Yojana, BHAVYA, a massive centralized flagship infrastructure scheme. Key facts to remember. Financial outlay: a 33,660 crore mega scheme executing a center-state partnership model. Target: aims to plan, track, and systematically develop 100 world-class industrial parks across India. Related manufacturing push. Simultaneously, the Government of India formed 6 sector-specific working groups tasked with identifying 100 localized products to aggressively boost domestic manufacturing and slash import dependence. 4. India-Myanmar summit deepens, neighborhood first, strategic calculus. What happened? Myanmar's President U Min Aung Hlaing concluded a high-level state visit to India to review border security and revive stalled transnational infrastructure corridors amid escalating internal conflicts in Myanmar. Key facts to remember. Geopolitical stakes. India shares a 1,643 km border with 4 northeastern states: Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram. Myanmar is India's sole land bridge to ASEAN under the Act East policy. Core projects tracked: the Caledon Multimodal Transit Transport Project and the India-Myanmar-Thailand Trilateral Highway. Soft power and security. Security talks focused on human trafficking and neutralizing cybercrime centers, over 2,400 Indians rescued recently. India expanded its Mekonggunga ICCR student scholarships for Myanmar from 36 to 100 annually. 5. Global leaders call for Blue COP31 to place oceans at climate center. What happened? An international coalition of over 150 climate experts, think tanks, including the World Resources Institute, and state representatives issued a joint declaration urging incoming UNFCCC COP31 hosts to center global climate negotiations on ocean-based mitigation strategies. Key facts to remember. COP31 architecture. Tuakea is confirmed as the official host and president of COP31, with Australia serving as the president of negotiations and a Pacific Island nation hosting the pre-COP. Scientific context. Oceans act as Earth's primary climate buffer, absorbing over 90% of excess heat and capturing roughly 25% of global carbon emissions. CO2. The Blue Package. Scaling ocean climate solutions, offshore wind, decarbonizing global shipping, and restoring mangrove seagrass blue carbon ecosystems, can deliver up to 35% of the total emissions reductions needed to satisfy the Paris Agreement. 6. SIPRI Yearbook 2026. India ranks as world's fifth largest military spender. What happened? The Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, SIPRI, released its annual Armaments, Disarmament and International Security Yearbook, assessing global military spending and defense modernizations. Key facts to remember. India's status. India retained its spot as the fifth largest military spender globally, with its defense expenditure touching USD 92.1 billion. Growth Index. This represents an 8.9% spike in spending compared to the previous fiscal cycle, driven primarily by domestic indigenization and border modernization programs. 7. Russia offers joint production of fifth-generation Su-57 stealth aircraft. What happened? Russian President Vladimir Putin formally offered to supply India with the Sukhoi Su-57 advanced fifth-generation fighter aircraft, coupled with a proposal for joint technology transfer and domestic production under the Make in India banner. Key facts to remember. Su-57 capabilities. It is a twin-engine, single-seat fifth-generation air superiority fighter featuring stealth, super maneuverability, and integrated avionics. Strategic significance. Comes at a crucial time as India seeks to modernize its aging IAF fighter squadrons and diversify advanced defense tech transfers amid tight Western export regimes. 8. Regional Meteorological Center, inaugurated in Lucknow to boost agrometeorology. What happened? The Ministry of Earth Sciences, MOES, in coordination with the Uttar Pradesh state government, inaugurated a new state-of-the-art Regional Meteorological Center, RMC, in Lucknow. Key facts to remember. Mandate. Designed to provide localized, high-resolution weather forecasting, severe weather warnings, and specialized agrometeorological advisories for the highly agricultural Indo-Gangetic Plain. UPSC relevance. Fits under Doppler radar expansions, disaster risk reduction, DRR, infrastructure, and institutional efforts to mitigate climate-induced crop failures in the Kharif and Rabi cycles. 9. Sahamati recognized as the official SRO for Account Aggregator Ecosystem. What happened? The Reserve Bank of India, RBI, formally recognized the Sahamati Foundation as the self-regulatory organization, SRO, for India's Account Aggregator, AA, network. Key facts to remember. What is an AA? A type of RBI-regulated financial entity that helps an individual securely and digitally access and share information from one financial institution they have an account with to any other regulated financial institution in the AA network. SRO role. Sahamati will now establish a formal, industry-led governance framework, ensuring compliance with consent-based data architecture, data privacy regulations, and code of conduct across financial tech systems. 10. Narendra Modi becomes India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister. What happened? On June 10, 2026, Prime Minister Narendra Modi crossed a historic political milestone, completing 4,399 consecutive days in office to become India's longest continuously serving democratically elected head of government. Key facts to remember. The record, by exceeding 4,398 continuous days in office, he surpassed the record for the longest unbroken tenure held by India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. Note on distinction. While Jawaharlal Nehru still holds the record for the maximum total aggregate number of years served as Prime Minister, Spanning 17 years across intermittent terms, this specific milestone tracks the longest uninterrupted, continuous stretch as an elected prime minister.
Thank you for tuning in to Daily Top Bulletin. Stay updated, stay prepared, and stay ahead in your UPSC and competitive exam journey. We'll be back tomorrow with another set of the day's most important current affairs headlines. Until then, keep learning and keep growing. Good night, and see you in the next bulletin.